Hey everyone, this is Dave, walking you through my final project for CS50SQL. And this database is serving a program called Daydream, which is a financial application. And this financial application will be able to track your personal finances. So you'll be entering finances, tagging them, and viewing analytics. And you'll also be able to create scenarios. And these are things like retirement scenarios, new job scenarios, things like that. To get into the structure of the database, we start with the user, and then on the right side here, this is our scenario functionality, and on the left side is our transaction and analytics features. So there's a little bit of complexity here due to the fact that we have shareable accounts, and in order to represent that, I've created households. So if my partner and I, for example, shared an account, we could create a new household. We'd both be included in that household, and then we'd have different accounts associated with that. So we could both edit that, add transactions, add balance updates. So these are just a many-to-many relationships here. From the account perspective, we have two attributes, balances and transactions. And I chose to decouple these. I could have coupled them together and had transactions update the balances as they occur, but I wanted to decouple these to give a little bit of flexibility. For example, if you were to purchase tickets for a trip you're taking in July, but you purchased them in January, you may want that purchase to show up in July instead. So this just gives you a little bit more flexibility depending on how you want to track your finances. The other additional table is the tags table, and if these aren't associated with the user ID, they'll just be the default tags for the program, but users are allowed to create their own tags for expenses. Going into the actual code of it, this is the schema, so it's pretty standard table setup here for each of those tables you saw in the diagram. And I've created a few indexes for some common searches. So a user transaction search is going to be pretty common. Scenario search as well, getting all those scenario events associated with a certain scenario to load quickly. And then I mentioned having tags for each expense, so that will be a drop down on each new expense you add, so those will need to be collected fairly quickly. And we also have several queries. These are basic CRUD queries for updating data like you would expect. We have tags again for that drop down, and just general things, inserting transactions into an associated account, basic operations like that. That's all for now. Thanks for your time.